So would you rather have a kidney or Disney's new 100-year anniversary Blu-ray box set? In today's physical media news topic video, we get into all the details on the ridiculousness of Disney's new Blu-ray box set. We then get into the most massive rant we've ever had on this channel. We're talking about how they're completely ripping off collectors here. And then we'll finish it up with talking about what they should have done instead to avoid all this BS angerment. So let's talk about it. Now to go into the news on this Disney Blu-ray box set, and it's to celebrate their 100-year anniversary, which it seems like they've been celebrating forever now. But what you get with this one is you get a fold-out book, kind of like a story time book in a way, where you get 100 Blu-ray discs in here. You got the little slip-out slots that, some people like them, some people don't. You get classic movies like Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, all the way up to Elemental, and everything in between. So there's a large variety here because obviously they're including 100 movies. Now that's pretty much it in terms of the movie stuff. You then get some crystal ears thrown in there because I know everybody just needed those. You need those ears to display, right? But those are really the major details of what's included there. There might be some lithographs here or there. I just did not care anymore about this to look even further into it than that. But it gets a suggested retail price here of $1,500. Yes, you heard that right, $1,500. And woo! When I heard this, I had to get into a rant. So let's get to it. It's time for a mega rant! $1,500? How? How does this cost $1,500? These are not individual Blu-rays here. These are a bulk set. When you do that, you should be discounting them. They should not each be individually in here $15. No, because they are all together. They should be way under that amount because you are buying in such a large quantity. They should be under 10 bucks. I would love $6 on these, but I think this is what really is the issue here because who the heck in their right mind is going to buy a $1,500 box set? I mean, I don't even care if they included 1,000 movies here. Who's going to have the money to buy this box set? I mean, do you got to take out a loan to buy this box set? You got to have a massive limit on a credit card to buy this box set? It just isn't worth it. And it's only Blu-rays. Blu-rays, not even 4Ks. What? Come on, if you're going to go all out for your 100-year anniversary, Disney, you got to give us some ultra high definition disc here, right? No, these are totally recycled, rinse and repeat discs. It's just so irritating that they think they can fool us in this way. The slip out little cover things with the disc, I don't like those. I feel like they scratched them. I just don't like that style. And then the book kind of looks flimsy. It looks like it could damage. It could get fallen over. It could get squished. I mean, who's using it? If children are using it, that sucker's a goner. The crystal ears are a goner. I mean, why do we even need crystal ears in there in the first place? Does anybody really want that if they are a movie collector? Now, if they were throwing it in free of charge, fine, but it's Disney. They're gonna nickel and dime you on everything, so we don't need the Disney ears. We don't need anything extra in here. These Blu-ray discs are just for animated titles. We don't even have live action stuff in there. Now, if this was a set with live action or maybe half and half, all 4K discs, maybe they have something here, but then still the price is way too outrageous. This just does not work. Maybe they should have done a top 25? Maybe top 25, half animated, half live action, all 4K discs, nice slip covers, and something like that. But how it stands right now, who in the heck in their right mind is going to even think about this one? So let's talk about a solution here because Disney could have had something. They could have had that Disney magic that they have so long forgotten. And they could have done something great for collectors. So here's what they should have done. We don't need 100 movies in one set. It's just way too much. Break it down. Do separate sets. If they want to do 4 box sets like Warner Brothers did, not a bad idea. 25 discs in each, that's fine. And I would not go just Blu-rays. I would really encourage them to step it up. do 4Ks for their titles. But if you're gonna go Blu-rays, this needs to be way, way cheaper, and we gotta be about that $125 price range max on each of the sets. Now, it's still kind of difficult to get them all because that does add up to what? $400-500 right there. Yeah, $500. That is a good chunk of change, absolutely. But what if they staggered the release dates? Maybe have one come out every few months. I would totally be down for something like that because it lets you recuperate money, lets you save up for the next one. $125, 25 Blu-rays each. I would have loved that because I actually don't have a lot of the Blu-rays. I have a handful, but I don't have a lot of them. It'd be great to get some of those classics in here. And you know what? Maybe change up some of the titles though. Maybe go 2 box sets that are animated, 2 box sets that are live action family titles. Something like that, distinguish them in a certain way. Maybe even do them by decades. We could do it that way. Oh, imagine that. Classic decade. We got kind of the middle area, right? The Renaissance time for Disney. And then we got the modern titles in a box set, right? And then even more modern. Something like that. Separate them like that. I know Warner Brothers did theirs by genres. Disney can do by decades. I think that totally could have worked and do some really nice box sets, some thick box sets like those Columbia Classic box sets, right? Make them where they have slip covers in there, something like that. I know it's a lot more discs, so you're going to have to be a little bit more creative in it, and it's going to take up a lot more space, and it's going to be heavier. I get it, but just something a little bit nicer, a little bit sturdier, that you could be really happy to display on there and leave out all the extras that nobody really cares about, right? We don't need more ears or anything like that. Keep it to the movies. Make them what collectors want to buy. The premium collectors out there that really, sink their teeth into this. Because right now, I don't see how anybody would even pick up on these. It's just not that appealing. Even when you take away the price, it's not super exciting. You add the price in there, super insulting. And I know it's suggested retail price, so maybe it ends up being like $1,000. Still way too much. Like I said, for all these movies, total needs to be 500, but I think we need to split it up different box sets. That's what I would do, but I'm sure there's tons of better solutions out there. Any other solution maybe you could come up with, let me know in the comments below, because I'm sure that solution is better than what Disney came up with. But let's have a fun time ranting on Disney below. And if you love collecting physical media just like me and being part of this amazing league of mega film fans, make sure you subscribe right now. That way you stay entertained and up to date on all the latest physical media topics. And if you enjoy these physical media topics, check out another one right now. And thank you so much, my mega membership supporters.